If you're one of these, who work for one of these, who work for one of these, who works for one of these, and him or her, there's a name for that. Looks a little bit like this shape, no? And I'm not saying that that's bad. But why does this get called that when this can look like this person making way more money than this person who makes way more money than this person? This looks more like an equal opportunity, no? Let's not call things names just because we don't understand it.
Let's go through this again because this was a lot of information and a lot of nonsense.
If you're one of these, who work for one of these, who work for one of these, who works for one of these, and him or her, there's a name for that.
Okay, so what she's pointing out here is salaried hourly employees, team leads, supervisors, those are also salaried employees, middle management, they're also salaried employees, VP presidents, they're also salaried employees, and the CEO. So we're having the hierarchical chart of a regular schmegular company. All of these people are very likely salaried employees, depending on how you work, hourly, but those are all salaried employees, unless, of course, you're the owner of the company and you are also taking a role in that company. The CEO of a company is also a salaried employee. Many times we're forgetting this. I've worked in a gazillion companies. The CEO was always a salaried employee. So were the VPs and the presidents. There are exceptions to the rule that the CEOs can also be the owners or they have a certain position within the company. But the majority of the people she's pointing out here in the typical hierarchical chart, in the organizational chart of a regular company, all of these people are very likely salaried employees. So let's continue. I will have to stop multiple times because there's so much nonsense going on.
There's a name for that. Looks a little bit like this shape, no?
Yeah, it looks like a pyramid because it's the hierarchical chart of a regular company. The organizational chart of a company that doesn't say whether it's a pyramid scheme or not.
And I'm not saying that that's bad, but
if you have to say it, I'm not saying it's bad, but I have a feeling you're saying it's bad.
But why does this get called that when this
Why is network marketing called a pyramid scheme, whereas network
can look
marketing...
like this person making way more money than this person who makes way more money than this person?
Okay, so why is network marketing being called a pyramid scheme when it could be that somebody who started yesterday makes more money than person X, than somebody who started 4 years ago, than person X, than somebody who started 15 years ago? Because that is not the definition of a pyramid scheme. It doesn't matter.
This looks more like an equal opportunity, no?
No, just because you arrange the people in a different way that doesn't lead up to the pyramid doesn't mean that it looks like an equal opportunity, because it is definitely not.
Let's not call things names just because we don't understand it.
All right. We didn't learn a lot, but yeah, don't just call things names just because we don't know much about it. But why do we call regular jobs pyramid schemes, or we critique that a regular company has the shape, the organizational shape of a pyramid when the people in the company all get a salary? Those are all salaried employees. They get a regular salary, they trade their time, and you might be able to get certain bonus payments. The higher you up in the hierarchical chart of an organization that legitimately sells products and services and is not based on recruitment, your work matters so that you get paid. Your hours you spend there matter so that you can get paid. And the people at the top of that pyramid are people who have more responsibility, hopefully more experience. They're responsible for the well-being of the company, for bringing in the money, for keeping their team in check, and they carry a greater risk. And they hopefully know more and are more qualified in that position than other people. That's regular schmegular jobs. Network marketing is called a pyramid scheme because the actual sale of services and goods is not the essential part. You can make some money here or there, yes. You can make some commission here or there. And network marketing companies now also focus more on the sales of actual products by allowing their distributors other avenues to do so as well, because network marketers are leaving network marketing, and the companies, I believe, are trying to establish those other routes and those infrastructures. And also, I believe, because they're actually venturing into setting themselves up differently in the future. I think lots of network marketing companies will stop to operate as a network marketing company, and that's why they need to set up what they're doing as actual sales. That's also why we see that other social media avenues are being included in the sales routes. That is what is currently happening out of necessity. But the sales of the products and services is not the essential part in a network marketing company. It is the people who are being recruited into the company, building a big team, benefiting, profiting off of your team, making sure your team purchases a good amount of product themselves. I not too long ago posted a video about the distributors, that they're actually the best customers in my opinion. I will link it up here if you're interested, because the distributors purchase so many products, more than most customers ever would. It's not about the sales of the product, it's about the recruitment aspect. And it's not an equal opportunity just because somebody who joined a couple of days ago is able to make more money than somebody who is already in the company for longer. That is not the definition of a pyramid scheme. On top of that, it's also a scammy and sketchy business model where most people lose money. That's why it is called a pyramid scheme. But we still have those nonsensical posts. Okay, got it. What is next? What shall we do next? I would find it fitting that after a pyramid scheme, we should take a look at a scam.